Good morning children, Sairam. So today we are going to see the second chapter in English grammar. So it is just a continuation of nouns and the lesson name is numbers and genders. Okay. So you may all think that what are numbers and why are numbers coming in English grammar. But yes, numbers do occur in English grammar and we are going to see the first part of numbers in this session and genders we are going to see in the next part, that is next session. Okay, so let us see what are numbers. Numbers are nothing but singular and plural. In nouns, when a collection of objects are given, we just classify them under two categories, namely singular and plural. So how do we categorize them based on the numbers? It is singular and plural. Okay. Now let us see in detail. A noun can refer to one or more than one person, animal, place or a thing. So let me repeat. A noun can refer to one or more than one person, animal, place or a thing. A noun that names one person, animal, place or thing is called a singular noun. So what is a singular noun, children? When a noun describes about only one person, that is only one object or one person, one animal or a thing, then it is called a singular noun. Okay, so for example, a boy, a cat, etc. And when a noun that names more than one person, animal, place or a thing, then it is called a plural noun. So as I told you, when a noun is describing about one person, one animal, one place or one thing, then it is called a singular noun. When it is describing about more than one persons, that is two persons, two animals or two and more than things, then it is called a plural noun. So did you understand the difference between singular and plural noun? Yes. So when the name singular itself defines that it is going to describe about one object, that is one thing, and the name plural describes that it is going to explain about the different items that are present more than one, that is two or more than two. Okay, so then it is called a plural noun. So here we have some rules that have to be followed and there are certain changes how you convert a singular noun into a plural noun. So that we will see later. Let us see the examples of plural noun. So can you see three boys present there? Yes. So it is a plural noun. So can you see three boys there? So yes. So they are plural form of boys. Boy. Okay. And here houses. This is the plural form of house. Okay. So did you understand the meaning for singular and plural? Okay. So next we have the complete examples. Now can you see boys, cats, houses and flowers. So they give you a clear understanding about plural form. Yes. So now let us see what are the rules and how singular nouns are being converted into plural forms. Okay children. So first rule we have is add es to the nouns that end in ch, sh, o, s, ss, x and z to get their plural forms. So all the nouns that have the ending letters as ch, sh, O, S, S, X and Z, they will have to be added ES to form their plural forms. So let me give you examples. So all the words that come in CH. So for example, ostrich. If you take ostrich, you cannot write ostrich S, just a plain S, whereas you have to add ES towards that. Okay, so then you can write it as O S T R I C H E S. So here ostrich, when it is being converted into ostriches, that is plural form, you have to add ES. Okay, so next, dish, SH. So it cannot be just added yes towards that dish, whereas you have to add ES. So dish is being converted into dishes. So dish is being converted into dishes. And next, mango, it is mangoes. So next we have bus, it becomes buses. The plural form of bus is buses. And finally we have fox, which comes on OX form, it becomes foxes. ES is added to make it in a plural form. Okay, so finally we have quizzes, that is, I told you, no, words ending with Z will also have ES as a plural indication. Okay, so quiz will become into quizzes. And the next rule is, sometimes some words ending in O take yes in its plural form. So in exceptional cases, that is, some words ending in O will have yes in its plural form. So what are those words? So it is pianos. It is not piano ES, it is just a plain S. Okay, so piano becomes into a pianos. And next we have ox, which doesn't become as oxes, whereas it becomes as oxen. So ox becomes as oxen. So did you understand, children? And next we have another rule that says the nouns that end in a consonant followed by Y change into plural form by changing the Y to I and then adding IES. So let me repeat, the noun that end in a consonant. What is a consonant, children? A consonant is nothing but the letters of the English alphabet except, that is, leaving out A, E, I, O, U. All the other letters are called as consonants. Okay, so when a consonant is followed by Y, you change it as a plural form by adding I to Y and then adding ES as a plural indication. Okay, so let us see the example. For example, I take city. Okay, so here Y is being converted into IES. Okay, and T is a consonant word. Okay, so let me repeat, city will become into cities. Can you find Y here? No, you cannot find Y here because Y has been completely changed into IES. Okay, children? Now city will become into cities. CITIES. And here country again will become into countries. So R is a consonant word followed by Y. You will have to change the country into countries, that is IES. And next it is monkeys. So it is not IES, whereas it is just a plain S that gets added to monkeys. Okay, and next rule we have the nouns that end in a vowel followed by Y change into plural form by simply adding yes. So last time we learnt about consonant words followed by y, and this time we are going to learn about vowel which is followed by y. So what are the vowels, children? A, E, I, O, U. So those are the vowels. So when a noun is ending with a vowel followed by a y, then the plural form will be changed by the addition of yes. Okay, so let us see an example. So see here, E is a vowel followed by y. So the plural form of key will be keys. The next rule we have, to form the plural of a noun that ends in F or FE, we replace the F or FE with VES. So, the plural form of a noun that ends in F, so those words which end in F or FE, we shall change it into VES. For example, leaf. So F is being changed into VES, leaves. Okay, and next we have, so some words do not follow the rule. There are exceptional cases here. Okay, so like the leaves, you can also take it as chef. So this also comes as EF, but it is not changed as VES. Instead, we just add an S to it, which forms chefs. Okay, and now we have another type of verbs which are called as irregular verbs. That is, the plural word and the singular word for the noun will be the same. Okay, so you cannot identify whether it is a singular or a plural, because both the singular and the plural will have the same word as the noun. Okay, for example, it is hair. You do not say it as hairs. Okay, it's just hair, whether it is a single hair or it is a collection of hair. Okay, and next it is deer. You do not say it as deers. Okay, so when it is one deer also it is deer. When it is thousands of deers, it is deer only. Okay, so next we have bison. Okay, here also this bison is not changed as bisons, whereas when it is one it is bison, when it is more also it is bison again. Okay, so nouns that do not form plurals in the usual way, for example, sheep, hare, deer, bison, they are called as irregular verbs. So what are they called? Irregular verbs. Okay, so nouns that do not form plural in any usual way, they are called as irregular nouns. For example, sheep, hare, deer, bison. So what do you call them as? Irregular nouns. A few singular nouns form their plural by changing the inside vowel or vowels. For example, so see here, a few singular nouns form their plural by changing their inside vowel or vowels. For example, see, man cannot be written as mans. It is just the conversion of A into E, which becomes man in the singular form and men in the plural form. So man becomes men in the plural form. Next, tooth becomes teeth. So here O, that is the vowels become into EE. Tooth becomes teeth. So I am going to give you a list of singular and plurals so that you can practice at home. Just take a paper or a book, just copy down this and go through it once again. Okay? So the singular form of day is days. How do you call day? Days. Bee, bees. Eye, eyes. Face, faces. Rose, roses. Game, games. Balloon, balloons. Doll, dolls. Shoe, shoes. Toe, toes. Umbrella, umbrellas. Pencil, pencils. Bottle, bottles. Boat, boat. House, houses. Cow, cows. Kite, kites. Lake, lakes. Shop, shops. Lion, lions. Horse, horses. Prince, princess. State, states. Tongue, tongues. Uncle, uncles. Desk, desks. Cup, cups. Cat, cats. So next we have another form of single and plural. So which, witches. Horse, horses. Candy, candies. Loaf, loaves. Hoof, hooves. Man, men. Woman, women. Child, children. Goose, geese. Nucleus, nuclei. Fungus, fungi. Barracks, barracks again. Deer, deer. Sheep, sheep. News, news. So these are irregular nouns, that is from barracks to news. They are irregular nouns. Next we have calf, calves. Half, halves. Hoof, hoofs. Knife, knives. Leaf, leaves. Life, lives. Loaf, loaves. Scarf, scarves. Shelf, shelves. Wife, wives. Wolf, wolves. And here again we have another set of singular and plural. So let me read it now. Family, families. Fly, flies. Lady, ladies. Story, stories. Bamboo, bamboos. Cuckoo, cuckoos. Radio, radios. Buffalo, buffaloes. Hero, heroes. Mango, mangoes. Potato, potatoes. Calf, calves. Leaf, leaves. Loaf, loaves. Life, lives. Knife, knives. Half, halves. Shelf, shelves. Thief, thieves. Wife, wives. Chief, chiefs. Cliff, cliffs. Hoof, hoofs. Proof, proofs. Man, men. Woman, women. Mouse, mice. Louse, lies. So these set of singular and plural nouns, I would like you to write it in a notebook as singular and plural and just revise how the singular nouns are being converted into plural nouns. Okay? So some rules will have some exceptions in these cases, but if you follow the rules properly, you can identify how the plural forms will be for the singular nouns. Okay children? And there are certain nouns that are called as irregular nouns, which I've already told you. So learn that also. Okay, once you are able to understand what is singular and what is plural, we can move on to the next session, that is about genders. Okay, so that will also be interesting one. In the next session we will see a few exercises for singular and plural, which will be continued by the next subdivision, that is gender in nouns. Okay children, stay safe. Take a piece of paper or a notebook and just copy whatever has been taught. Okay children, thank you.